But Trini made me 2 songs. I want to try and play one more. Uh, what time do we got? 12:25. Okay, as long as I don't go and be late. Is it okay if I play it, Trini? Where did I put it? I won't make it too loud so I can still talk over it, but what did I do? I'm gonna add it to. I'm gonna play the song. Just give me one sec. Recall a recent kindness that someone did for you. Not even a Capricorn, but I got love and it was awesome. Okay, how do I? What happened? I gotta learn how to use my computer. That would be fantastic. Okay, it's muted. Give me one sec. What did I do? Okay, there we go. What happened? Me and this, I don't work well with technology apparently. I can see. There it is. I'll turn down a little bit so. Can y'all hear that? This is what Trini made for me. It's amazing. Creatively, I'm kind of connected to blessed light. If you see me, you kind of. Oh, I didn't know that. Hi, blessed. I didn't know that. Turn it up. Okay. That's what Trini made for me. Is that better? Can you hear it? I love it. Opens up my soul. Every little piece of me becoming whole. Grounded in my spirit, I can finally see. Turn it up a bit. Elevation. I don't. Creativity guides me. My neighbor's gonna kill me. Creativity guides me. It's beautiful. It's gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna create an intro or something. It's awesome. The words too. Stepping in, balance in my breathing, calm in my flow. The more I look within, the more I grow. Plain to see the purpose, watching in the rise. Water by intention, reaching for the sky. No, it is fire. 1000%. Ground spirituality, never chasing fame. Feel the energy. It's where I'm meant to be. It is like amazing. I'm absolutely obsessed. The words are just on point too. It's so good, eh? Thank you so much, Desert, for stopping in. I appreciate you. My live went a little long today because I've had beautiful sidetracks like this, and I'm happy. It's beautiful. It's just like on point. I had to figure out how to do it. It is so well. It's amazing. And the words are just perfect. And this is it. It's gonna be playing all the time when I'm cleaning my house and doing all the things. But I want to use it to make an intro for like my long ones. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn just for this. Isn't that amazing? He slayed that. Like slayed it. I'm playing it because there's a second one too. But if I play it, I'm not gonna get it done. This done in time. Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's the where did I put it? Oh, recall a recent kindness. And I was just like, well, I can think of one just immediately, and that's why it is. Capricorn, there's always kindnesses around you. Um, and even the smallest ones, and he even Trini may be like, I just created it, it's a small big deal. I don't think it is, but sometimes people don't even understand that those little kindnesses that they do. Yeah, I love it so much. I can't even, like, I was such a geek. I'm like, I'm gonna be like that for a while because um people don't always understand that those small kindnesses, those small things that they do for people, really truly just elevate them in such a way they can't even begin to imagine. And for someone, it could be like, I only took a few minutes and I only just did this, but it's not. It's that you took the time and you made that effort. And when we start noticing those things and being so grateful for them, like I have my stuff. I'm telling you, literally, Mental Raccoon made this for me. I have whole thing set up there, but this one sits in my window right in front of me, and I look at it every single day. And it's something that these kindnesses, these things that people do, when we start adding them up and start counting them, just like those blessings and things to be grateful for. Oh, it must have hit 2 hours. It does that to me. Oh, here, YouTube, do you always come in at 2 hours, eh? Good to know. Thanks. Um, but when you start counting those blessings and seeing those blessings, you know what happens? The universe starts seeing how grateful you are and says, oh, you like that? Let me give you some more of that. And that's when these small gifts like these that come in, those are the best ones. Those are the ones that people took time for you. It's not those people showed up and said, hey, I see you. I think you're worth it. And I want to do something nice for you. And it doesn't always have to be, it could be as simple as giving a compliment. It could be as simple as holding a door open for someone. You don't understand what those small little things do for people. And when we start doing them more, go get talked about. Thank you. Trini, you made my whole entire week. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be playing it all the time. And I have a lot of house cleaning to do. I have friends coming this weekend, so I gotta get like more organized, right? Because my chaos over there that we don't talk about, because I'm always working at it. No matter how much I try to organize it, it's just it's a disaster because I'm always making things and creating and ideas, and then something will get set there, and then oh my lord, it's just chaos. But all that organization has to take place. So when I tell you, it's going to be oh well. Do you? I don't know for all of you that were actually here. This is kind of funny because I was talking about this story. Have a good day, Classic. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Every morning, look in the mirror and affirm positive words into your life. Okay, I was just talking about that in Virgo, and I don't know who is here or not, but when I tell you this is confirming the message, Red YouTube IT department better subscribe first. Right? If you're gonna come in and start hell, at least subscribe first. Uh, have a fantastic day, Classic. Thank you for stopping in. So I'm talking about this. This is one that came out, but for those that were here a little earlier when I was talking about the things that I had to do to show up for self love, and remember I said I had to show up every day, and I was um, speaking my greatness even when I wasn't ready to believe it. Um, and the way this came up. So it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Um, and even when you think that you're so far ahead that you don't need it, never forget those moments when you had to do that and remember how good it felt. So even in the chaos, even in the things that are going on in the world, how many times you walk by the mirror in the bathroom? How many times, do you see yourself? It's never going to hurt to say, man, I'm amazing. Man, I'm beautiful. Thank you for showing up today. Every time you pass that mirror, that should be the first thing you think to do. Man, I got this. I'm really mastering this. And the cards confirm it. It's absolute confirmation. If you were here for that, then you know I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is absolute confirmation. As you move through your day, take a moment to look into a mirror. While looking into your own eyes, recite these words aloud or silently, but we're gonna just cross out silently. Speak them aloud. Speak your greatness as loud as you can. I don't care who's listening. And when you start to love yourself, you don't care who's listening either. I love myself unconditionally. I am always enough. Not sometimes, not half the time, not when I don't feel like it. I am always enough. Even if I screwed up, even if things aren't perfect, I am always enough. So are you. Start speaking it. Take those moments, and I don't care how far you are in your journey. I don't care because these are those things that have literally saved our lives, affirming our greatness, speaking all those things. They saved our lives at a point, and then we just forget to do them. Or we're like, oh, we don't need them anymore. It's not about needing them. It's about loving yourself enough to say, I love you. Look how beautiful you are today. That smile makes other people smile. What is it about you that you love? Speak it into the world and hold yourself accountable. Your body is automatically going to hold yourself accountable because when we speak our greatness, our body has to follow. It's just the way it is. Capricorn, you're learning. No matter where you are in this world, no matter what your stage, and if you are feeling low, that's the quickest, easiest way to raise that vibration and get out of that negative thoughts. Speak your greatness. Never stop speaking your greatness. And if you're struggling with it, you know what else you do? You get one of those loop tracks and you affirm. Pick 5, 10 affirmations that you love so much, and you put some music behind it and you affirm and you create your own track. Create your own little track, and then you play it overnight in your ear overnight so you can hear your own voice telling you how amazing you are on loop because it will sink in. Those things you do, showing up like that, proves your love to you. Lifting the veil. I. It's that time, and then also cracked open, which is the one when I. It's so funny because I was talking about the light through the cracks, and then the fire becomes creation. This is literally what that means. But this is the one that popped out. Lifting the veil. What number is that? There's always angel numbers that go with this. Angel number 86. That's also 14, drops down to 5, which is change, transformation, clarity, 86. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. This is my favorite. I don't know. I was talking about it, I think, in Cancer, in the Cancer reading. When you raise your vibration and you start showing up and you're doing all the things, it's not like it's a fight. You're not going to fight things that don't align. You're not putting them down or anything. You just raise your vibration and it falls away. There's no resentment or anger or hurt or any of those things. You just continue plowing forward like you're supposed to, focusing on you, staying in your own lane, doing your thing. Creatively, you are giving receipts to the president. What am I giving receipts for? For me? What do I do? I don't pay that much attention. I'm not IT. I don't know. That's okay. I'll take my receipts. What are you talking about? All right. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be vibrational match for you, uh, for who you are and how you've grown, to dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some star seeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well being of the earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. The baby steps. Bro, she doesn't even realize that she's giving you receipts. I'm the ringleader on receipts. Oh, I don't know what receipts I'm giving you, but go ahead. Both individually and for the planet. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? I'm not sure what you can hold the receipts, but I still don't know what they are. So if it's something I'm supposed to fix, then you have to tell me so I understand. And if it's not, then I don't know. I don't know how to help you. But I will do my very best. Why are you picking on me? All right, let me have. She doesn't even realize she's giving you receipts. Of course I wouldn't. Why would I realize it? All right, can I have one for Capricorn? Acceptance. Radical acceptance of who you are. Don't worry about what other people think, say, or do. And then reorganization. Figure out the patterns, understand, and reorganize yourself. Understand that no matter what we do along the way, we make space for it. What is happening here? There we go. And then I need this one. She doesn't use. Well, I want to know what receipts they are because I don't even know what it is. So how can I change it or fix it if I don't know what it is? All right, Capricorn. The energy is gaining momentum. And it's right. The more you show up, the more you keep doing what you're doing, the more things are going to start to work out for you. Where is... All right, let me have one for my Capricorns. That's the one. Answer the call. This is a good one. Yeah, you're starting to understand. You are absolutely starting to trust in yourself and the things that you're doing. Angel number. Where are you? Angel number 36. There's a lot of sixes going on here, which means you're finding that balance. You're balancing your masculine and your feminine, which is really good. I see. Sorry, I can't read the chat. I'm blind. I have to get my glasses on. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You're being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one time thing, rather, a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Anastasia. Aw, Anastasia, thank you. Anastasia and Uber. Who's Uber? I'm gonna have to connect for sure. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys. This is Goga. Welcome, welcome. Where's Anastasia? Yeah, I don't see. Title, how are you? Welcome. I don't see Anastasia. Oh my God, Anastasia, should you not be sleeping? It's got to be late, late, late. Y'all are crazy. Welcome. I love you guys. I love you. Freed is welcome. How are you? Welcome in. All right, so I got sidetracked. Reading the chat. I see everyone come in, but I don't see Anastasia. Dizzle sent us on a celebrity. Dizzle sent us on a celebrity Uber raid yesterday. We have to wait 1 hour before commenting. He did? How are you? Welcome. That's funny. Okay. You're deep down you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you're called to do, this is your permission. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There's no end destination. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is for our soul's growth. Wemuyu, welcome. Anastasia, where is Anastasia? What is your soul calling you to do? I see the Anastasia ray, but I don't actually see Anastasia. Like button smash. Thank you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat and catch up. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. We're just talking about Capricorn. I'm almost done. I just have to watch the clock too. I get myself in trouble. I start talking way. Welcome in. Welcome in. I keep seeing Anastasia. There you are. I kept seeing Anastasia raid, Anastasia Uber raid, and no Anastasia. And I'm like, where's Anastasia? Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was the funniest thing. I'm like, Anastasia raid, where are you? I miss you, Anastasia. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you for stopping in. I'm just doing Capricorn. Finished the finishing up the Earth signs. We'll see how today goes. It's either going to be today or tomorrow, but we still got a couple more to do. And I've been learning how to clip. I'm here, darling. How are you? And how's Grace? Grace is still at school. She's doing good. But she's excited. She's starting to really love this stuff. And she's starting to chill out a little bit while I'm trying to do my lives. Although she's in school today, she's starting to find that balance. So, all right. Radical expansion. That's what I'm talking about. Capricorn is starting to trust in themselves. You're starting to understand that the energy is gaining momentum. And you're starting to understand that when you start recalling those kindnesses, the recent ones people have done, and it doesn't have to be recent, but when you start recalling all those kindnesses and you start adding them up, it's pretty big and it becomes a lot easier to start being kind for others. Grace is doing so good. I miss her though. I can tell when it's getting to that time of day because I want to hurry up and go get her. She drives me crazy because she's my kiddo, but at the same time, I don't even know what I do. Like when I have that extra time without her, I start to stress out. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? That's how spoiled she is. And I'm so she's just the cutest thing. She drives me nuts. She has a eye doctor's appointment tomorrow, so she's not gonna be happy. I was looking for parking. I like the Uber thing. That's actually really cool. Looking for parking. There's lots of parking up front. We got lots of it. They just tore down a big building, so you're more than welcome. one is radical expansion, living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you. Self expression, boldness, having a voice, taking up space, expansion, empowerment, owning your true power, being visible in the world, having fun with your magnificence, letting go of judgment, creative exploration, and radical ways of being. What would it be like to live, love, and feel at full capacity? Do you imagine what it would be like? This card is about being truly and unapologetically you. The gifts you think are too bold for this world and those heartfelt experiences you believe you should hold back on might just light someone up. The physical self expression that you dull down so you fit in, and those dreams that seem too vast could be precisely what the world is waiting for. Do you feel like you have the right to take up space? Our auras can have manifold, expand manifold, but we often choose to keep them right tight to our bodies, maybe for safety. But what is this construct in which we have imprisoned ourselves? Where does this subtle or not so subtle shame come from? Why not dance our most beautiful dance, dress in a way that makes us feel magnificent, and sing our voices so our voices are heard? Considering the paradigm of our judgment in others can help us expand into authentic expression. We may not be aware of the thoughts that were imprinted in us from a young age through our parents, teachers, society, and media. Separation and limitation begin with your beliefs around what is acceptable and what is not. Connection and possibly come through owning your power and embracing your responsibility to be more visible in the world, to not shy away from life. It is time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Having a voice is essential for power to shift back to individuals and communities outside of prescribed normality. It is time to unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts, and to have fun with it. To just be yourself. Do you at the best you, and not care what anyone else thinks. Because if they don't, if somebody doesn't like it, the right people are going to show up. Like, look at the community that I have right now. Look at the people that have showed up for me. And I don't care if I had one or 10,000. The people that show up for me, I made it to 250, I think it's 256 subscribers. And they're amazing. Look how y'all show up. Look when you show up. Look at the way you support um, each other and me. I just got added into the support circle. Um, in the same way I show my love back. Those things matter. And when we start understanding that and not getting caught up in the where things are going and what's happening, and we start being present and being so grateful for that, uh, the way we visualize things, the way we process, the way we understand things, it completely changes, right? And it's like anything and everything can expand. So I have 250 subscribers that are amazing. Next week I could have three. A week from now I could have four. Who knows, right? But the difference is the people that are coming are people that are genuine. We're not sorting through going, I have 1,000 people that never show up for me. I have 250 people that in their own way always show up for me. Whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's stopping by to show a like, they show up, right? And that's the difference. Understanding that expansion is taking place from a stable foundation. It's taking place and it's expanding out from good, from supportive people, from people that see your dreams, that want to invest in it, that want to believe in it. And it's happening because you believed in you first. You started trusting in you. You're understanding it's okay to ask for help. But if I'm going to do that, I need to also be looking at all the help I've already had and start taking that and listening to it and processing it and understanding what that means, right? And then I just get to be my own self. We get to be a little bit weird. We get to do our kooky things. We get to have our jokes. We get to have our serious moments. We get to just be ourselves and who we are and not be afraid of what someone else is going to think about it. And that's pretty exciting. It is time for expansion. That's what this card means. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. Stop and consider anything that is holding you back. And usually, what's holding you back is the fear of being seen. Don't ever let that be what holds you back. Just be your beautiful selves. When the flowers bloom, they don't bloom, bloom a little bit and see what people think. Maybe they'll like me, maybe they don't. They bloom in all their glory, and people stop to admire them for the beautiful flower that they are. And when we start understanding that and we start behaving like that, start behaving like the child who's just themselves because they have no fear of anything because they're just so beautiful and innocent, and they have this awe and this confidence that the world didn't take out of them yet. We're going to unlearn all the things the world told us we couldn't do and start behaving like that child again and understand that we can do anything as long as we try. If we put the effort in, if we focus and we start believing in ourselves the same way our children would. That's a big step. It's pretty amazing. This card is the permission slip that allows you to let go of limiting stories and take up all the space you need. Not some of it, all of it. Have fun unleashing who you are. As bold and radical as some of your ideas or offerings might be, who is to say they are not what the world is waiting for, what the world wants? Take note of any judgment of authentic expression. Oh Lord, my reading. Towards yourself or others. Be mindful that creatively exploring unrefined expression may be what is needed right now. Remember to center yourself within your heart and be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. Dream big, then dream bigger. Ground it into this world and trust that that expansion is coming because you're just being you. You understand, and the people that are finding you, the people that are coming, understand. They get you right. They get to see the difference in you. What's the best way to explain? So they understand the seriousness. They understand it's okay to have fun, to do the little, like the receipts jokes and all of the things. These the serious and the fun and the little bit of weird and the little bit that's not perfect. It's like constructive criticism, and then it's the fun, and we're still gonna the pick and we're gonna poke at you because we understand. Um, Fun time is fun time, right? You're getting all of the parts, right? You're being accepted as whole because you accepted yourself and understood. Yeah, I'm a weirdo sometimes. Yeah, I get crazy, hyper independent, and want to do everything myself, and I want to do like we all have these different sides of us. And instead of hiding them or being fearful of people seeing them, we're saying, this is me in all my glory. And those people that understand you in all your glory and love you for who you are the ones that are showing up. Not the people that don't care, not the people that are half assed, the people that see you for who you are. They're showing up, and you're starting to see it a little by little by little. And it's making you more um, emboldened. It's making you it easier, right? It's empowering you to step out and be more confident and not worry about all those things. And that's a really exciting place to be. And that means Capricorn, you did a lot of inner work because what happens is as within, so without. What's being mirrored back to you? That same love that you had to first show yourself, and it took time, and it took all that checking in, and it took all of the questions and all of that staring in the mirror. Weirdo is a superpower. Amen. And I believe that I think we all of us have that little bit of weirdo in us. And that's why we support it. And that's why we love it. And that's why we boost it. And that's why when we do the little pick ons, the receipts, the making fun, having jokes, we know it's because they absolutely get it. We absolutely love it. And nobody takes it personally. Nobody's like, oh my God, I'm attacked. They're just trying to end my life and my career. We're all weirdos, exactly. And it's like in the best possible way. And when we starting to understand that, um, and not allowing that to be the thing that holds you back, not allowing the fear of making a mistake, the fear of not being able to read today because my mouth won't work with my brain, and that happens all the time, by the way. Allowing that to just be like, this is me. The flower doesn't just peek out and be like, hey, maybe today, oh, I don't know, maybe they're not gonna like me. No, they're like, this is me. This is what you get. Love it. And people walk by and they admire it all day long and they love it and they're so happy to see it. And that's exactly what we're doing. And that's exactly what we're being. And Capricorn, you're starting to behave that way. And which, by the way, I just need to be clear Capricorns are all about the work, they're all about getting it done, never stopping, go, 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 stay going. Um, detail, like very um, must have the whole pathway laid out. Like that is just the Capricorn obsession, work and obsession. Not all is not always a bad thing, but getting that work is like gotta have the whole path. I gotta have everything set out. And now what's happening, Capricorn starting to see, I don't have to know all of the things. I'm trusting in myself and I'm just trusting when I get to be myself, it's a lot easier. Even when it's a struggle, even when things aren't perfect, even when things happening around me, I know that as long as I can get here and I can focus on all of the wonderful things that I've already had, all of the wonderful things that have been given to me, done for me, the wisdom that has been shared with me. Like there's so many things to be grateful for in a day, and that's just from friends, right? But just in your day that you woke up, the fact that you get to see the clouds in the sky, you're starting to see, like, man, the more I say thank you, the more I notice, the easier it is for me to be so happy and just be myself. And when you start being yourself like that, there's nothing that can stop you. There's nobody that, if someone comes in and they complain or have a problem with it, what happens? Are you going to be like, oh my God, I need to go hide because somebody doesn't like it? No, you're going to be like, okay, if you don't like it, click off, right? Like, have the best day, like who cares? Because you know that your people are coming. You know that all the things along the way is going to show up right on time. There's no more, I have to rush through. We always are plowing through. We're always showing up. And if we're doing the action steps, universal law says it must come to pass. Doesn't say it's going to come to pass immediately, but it must come to pass. So as long as you continue moving forward, knowing that that's exactly what's going to come to pass, I promise you, it's going to come to pass. And it's never going to come to pass in exactly the way you thought. It's going to be a little out of this world. It's going to be a little out there, a little wild because it needs to be, because it needs to be so in your face that when it starts to happen and when these things are taking place and when you're winning those wins because you worked hard for them, you get to celebrate them. And they may start out really small, but when they start weaving their way in and they weave your way into this huge big win, you're gonna be like, holy crap, how did that happen? That's when you start believing in God. That's when you really start trusting the universe has your back. And that's when you start trusting that the universe and uh, God doesn't just speak to you when you're praying. God speaks to you by the interactions, by every person you encounter. God speaks to you in those little scenes that you see in the blink of an eye. God speaks to you however it's going to work for you. However he's going to connect to you, right? And you're starting to trust that. And you're being emboldened. You're moving forward in such a good way. You trust. The energy is gaining momentum. You already know. I've been putting in the work. I've been checking in. I'm not fearful of myself. I'm not worrying about what should have, would have, could have happened. I'm not worried about what's gonna happen in the future. I'm worried about now. I'm here now, and I'm giving myself that extra love. I'm recognizing all the gifts I've already been given. I'm celebrating them, and I'm learning how to pay it forward. It's not about giving back. Okay, it's not transactional. When you give and you do for somebody, you do it with a free heart. You don't create a connection. You don't pull from anybody. You give because you know it's coming back. Doesn't matter if it's from them or not. It's going to come back because that's the way it happens. And almost always it's going to be from other people. It's going to be from a whole nother direction, right? And when we start trusting that, we don't worry anymore. We just do because you know it's coming back. Capricorn. Woo, you stepped out. I get it. Like I literally get it. You're starting to trust in yourself. You're not holding on so tightly to everything. Like before it would be like, I must know this step, this step, this step, and then that one and the next one. But now you're like, you're kind of letting go. You're releasing it and you're saying, I know I'm doing the work. And I know that if something doesn't go perfectly right, I'm gonna learn something and I'm gonna move forward. That is a big, big step. When you hold on to something so tightly, you don't give it room to grow. You don't allow it to go out and come back. You don't allow it to do what it needs to do. But when you release it, if it's meant for you, it's going to come back. You put your intentions out, you send it out with love, and you keep doing the work because you know it's going to come back. Because it's something that's meant for you. If it's meant for you, the universe will bring it back. I promise. And you're learning to trust that. That is the step. That was probably the hardest step that I had to learn because it's like trust was not a thing. We don't trust around here. What the hell? Hold your vision. 1551. You start seeing this number show up, and you will. But just remember, get present. What's going on around you? What are you thinking? How's your body feeling? I say it over and over, and the reason I do is because eventually it will sink in and you'll start actually doing it. When you start seeing those numbers, what were you thinking in your head? What was happening? How was your body feeling? Were there conversations going on around you? Was the radio playing? Was there a song playing? Was the TV going? Get real present, full body scan, check in. Because those little ideas, those little flashes, those little things, if you get patient, that's your answer. Those are the your guided intuitions that are going to lead you to your best, highest possible achievements. So hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, prosperity, dreams, vision, and success. Focus on the positive and keep your attention on the outcomes you desire. Now is the time to invest your faith and energy into your ideas, pursuing your goals with all your strength. Your spirit is beautiful, courageous, and brave. Embrace it as you work towards your dreams. Don't ever focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Yes, there's going to be things that teach you what you don't want, but we're not focusing on that. It's just meant for you to discern. I definitely don't want that. Okay, I don't want that, but what do I want? Right? And when we start focusing like that, we create a completely different space for ourselves. You're learning to let go of what all those things. And I think when you get overly critical, that's what's happening. When you're overly criticizing something, you're focusing on all the things you don't want to happen. When you could say, if I do this, then I'm going to get this better outcome. If I step over here and do this and turn this way, I'm going to get a far better outcome. Instead of, oh my God, why did I do that? That was horrible. Like the way we switch how we think is such a simple thing. And learning how to unlearn that takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. But when you do it, it becomes like breathing. And I think Capricorn finally hit that um, just kind of went over the precipice. Now it's not so much working, having to struggle for it as much. The noticing, the becoming, the trusting is already there. So now these things, like all of the things that I've been teaching, it's like you're taking it in, you're understanding it, you're processing it, and you're doing it and you're trusting. You're doing it just like breathing, which is why when I tell you and say the things that I do is because they're bite sized. So just if a little bit sinks in and you start doing that, and then you do another one and you do another one, all of a sudden you're doing this stuff just like breathing, and it becomes the way you carry yourself. So immediately in the day, from the moment you wake up till the time you go to sleep, you're always in that calm, balance, cool. Because anytime something tries to pull you out, oh, I see, yeah, that don't feel good to me. We're gonna switch that up. I'd rather think about this that I'm moving forward. Let's focus on that. And you're learning how to get out of that. You're learning how to not get stuck in those those loops that will keep you busy and weigh you down, and you're trusting that it is gaining momentum because you're putting in the work. You're learning how to be grateful. And it takes a long time. Even when we say, oh, I'm grateful all the time, but do you say it? What are you grateful for? Are you looking at the sun in the morning and saying, wow, what a beautiful sun? Thank you. Thank you for this fresh air. Thank you for this moment. Every single my kiddo will like the teachers told me, and it's kind of funny because they're like, "Oh, that's a Tiffany sentence," because the way she remembers things, and she says them out of context, is something that she does. But she will be out of nowhere like, oh, that sun is beautiful. Thank you, God, for this. Thank you. Because that's how we have our conversations. And when you start doing it and actually speaking it, um, you remind the universe. You don't get lost in all of the other things going on. You're taking up space and you're saying, I need to be seen, I need to be heard. And you're telling the universe, you're telling God, I love you. Thank you for all of the things you do for me. And when you do that, it shows. And it could be the smallest little thing. You're driving and all these red lights everywhere, and all of a sudden it's smooth sailing. There's a green light. There's another green light. There's another green light, and you're going, wait, what? Thank you. Thank you for safe passage, God. Thank you for letting me get there. And when you do that, just things start opening up, and you'll be like, oh, look, another one. Oh, look, another one. And it's just little things, but it happens. And it's like when you literally look at it and break it down like that, like God has so much control, he can change it like the stoplight. And you take it out for a moment, it's like it's so mind boggling. And you start seeing it. It's like literally like you could blink and it just happens. It's not us, it's God. But hi, Kevin. How are you? Welcome. I'm just about done. I'm just finishing up Capricorn. We got to get an affirmation because these are my most favorite. And I could give 1,000 affirmations a day. I think that if there's anything that could ever stick in our brain, these are the simplest, easiest ways to lift our vibrations, to check in with ourselves, and to get out of those negative loops. Because when we're always manifesting. If you're breathing, you're manifesting. So, what would you prefer to manifest? Do you want to manifest more anxiety, stress, chaos, worry, or do you want to put in a little extra work for yourself and manifest more gratitude, uh, more beauty, more amazing things happening in your life, more opportunities? If you do, speak it out. Absolutely speak it out. I am in sync with the flow of life. So simple. Learning to go with the flow and trusting in the things that you're doing, the things that you want to do, and knowing that you're doing it from a pure heart, pure intention, it's only going to be beneficial. It's always going to happen. Have you ever experienced ghosts? Like, have I ever seen a ghost? You know what I mean? When I was a kid, probably. I don't know. I don't like. Do I see ghosts? Is that what you mean? When we were kids, we lived in a house with a ghost. We named him Harold. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. I want to answer your question, but I think I don't understand what your question is. Well, I think that everything is, yep. Have you ever seen one? Of course. I've seen many. I've seen many, many, many. Listen, everything, there's so many dimensions, there's so many realities. Just because you're here now in this one, when you raise your vibration, different timelines, different opportunities, they're there. The living, the dead, they're all there. And how you connect to them is up to you. But there's no doubt in my mind, we are not the only I don't even want to say living. We're not the only beings. We're souls, right? Where does your soul continue on when you die? Because it sure does, right? You're telling me your grandparents don't stick around to check on you, make sure you're doing okay, to help guide you. You think God doesn't allow them to do that? Hey, I see you walking down that path and it didn't work out real well for me. You think they're not letting them stay back a little and say, hey, wrong turn, wrong turn? Of course they are. Of course they are. Absolutely, I believe ghosts exist. Absolutely. As much as I believe in God, as much as I believe in universal law, I believe ghosts exist. 100%. So, Capricorns, that's what we got. You guys, I think out of the three today, you guys are kind of in the lead because you're starting to trust. Um, and you're blossoming. You're just being okay with being your weirdo self and trusting uh, in what you have to offer, in your knowledge, in what you're learning, uh, and just knowing that you're already enough as you are. And that is a really good space to be in. When you start understanding that you are enough exactly as you are, and anything else you learn and adjust along the way is what manifests. It's just like the icing on top, right? It's a whole different perspective. Ma'am, your name, please. My name is Tiffany. I'm assuming your name is Kevin. All right, I have to get off here now because I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it's 1:16. I like to push it right till the end. I don't know why, guys. Every one of you that showed up, Anastasia for your raid. I love you guys so much. Trini, the songs were amazing. I appreciate you more than you know. Raccoon, if you're still here, monetization is coming very very soon. Why are you laughing? Because I push it right to the end. Blessed, I just love you so much. You guys are amazing. The way you show up and show out for us is top notch. Truly, it is. I'm from Canada. Where are you from? Yes, I know. I gotta stop chatting. Kevin, I appreciate you. You can always add a comment in there. I'm not trying to ignore you, but I cannot be late to go get my kiddo, or I will be in trouble. And I don't want that. So I live in India. That's fantastic. Beautiful. Is it nighttime or daytime there? My God, what time is it there, Goga? Because if it's 1 p.m. here, it's like 1 a.m. there, 2 a.m. Oh my Lord. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I gotta get off here. I love you guys. Thank you all for showing up. 11. Oh, okay, so it's not quite 12 hours. 1 a.m. there. Wow. I'm never up that late at night now. I would just die. I would be dead. At 8:30, I'm done. It's bedtime. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a good day. When I go get Grace, maybe I'll be back on for fire or air signs. We'll see how it goes. No promises though. Uh, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you all for showing up. I love you so much. Trini, I can't wait to do amazing stuff with your song. Blessed, you're amazing. And Goga, you know I always love you. Have a good day, guys.